Hey y'all, hey. Happy Monday. I'm liking this filter. I decided to try something new to see how it would be. I like it. So anyways, I'm coming to y'all live. It's Monday. Happy Monday. I hope your week is turning out beautiful. Mine has been amazing. I have done lots of good shit. I have planned lots of good things. I have grounded my feet today outside. My babies were out there with no shoes on, no socks on, just welcoming spring. And so, because it is spring, first of all, happy Women's Month. I hope that you are celebrating well. If you're a woman, I love you. I'm grateful for you. My phone is always about to die. I'm grateful for you, thankful for you to be here, and I hope that you have created some good plans this month. I have some meetups with women that I've not met in real time, real person, and I'm excited to meet them. So I've got some amazing things planned, and even though New Year technically was in January, depending on where you read, March is technically the New Year. And doesn't it feel like it? Like it's just so amazingly refreshing outside and just feels like where and how a new start should be. So today, I'm going to just give you guys a few things. I think I have 5 things. I wanted to keep write myself down so I can stay on task. 5 tips to, because we are in more of a new year type of feel and environment, energy, and the weather's changing. Everybody has new things they want to do. I want to give you 5 tips to stand in the game when shit does get hard, because they will. First, I'm going to talk a little bit about why. So when we come up with some new things we want to do, and you could just while I'm talking, it will be great if you could think of a goal of yours or something new that you have, whether it be, hey, I want to get in the gym, I want to lose weight, I want a meal plan, I want to start meditating each day, I want to anything. Just think of something so that while I'm talking, you can actually be relating that to the goal that you have. That will be super helpful. And so when we have something new, first of all, congratulations. If you are not growing, you're disintegrating. So if you don't have goals that you're working towards, if you aren't trying to do new things, and it could be the smallest thing, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be this big, gigantic thing, but we are human beings. We're spiritual. We're energetic. We are made to grow, to expand. And if you're not doing that, then you are seriously going the opposite way. So congratulations to you. And if you don't have something that you specifically want to work towards, take a few minutes, assess your situation, assess where you are in life, and just create something. It doesn't have to be big. It can be the smallest thing. I want to meditate 5 minutes a day. Like, it doesn't matter. I want to drink 2 glasses of water before I drink coffee in the morning. Like, those are all things that I've tried. And it doesn't matter, because the smallest change will always elevate you. Always. It always starts with something small, and then you attract different vibrations and frequencies to you, and that's how we grow. So don't make this a big deal. But when you decide, hey, I got some new stuff I'm trying to do, first and foremost, you must expect, I'm just going to jump right into my 5. I think the first one was recognize what's going on, because you at first are going to feel motivated. I'm super excited. Like, y'all know how it is when we're doing something new and we are feeling refreshed and motivated, energized, ready. That likely quickly wears off, because then fear sets in, depending on how big your goal is. And also discomfort sets in, because your brain literally is not here to help you thrive. It does not give a shit about making you a better person or helping you elevate and evolve into the man or woman that you want to be. It literally is only to keep you safe. And so over time, we've changed what safety means in our environment, but our brains were created. Their sole purpose is to keep you from danger. It wants to have you put in less energy, be safe, and do less things. So that means that when you decide you're going to do something that causes you to use your brain more frequently, because it's a new thing, no matter what it is, you're going to feel discomfort. Whether it's, I don't feel like it, whether it's being scared, you might have a goal where you have to get out in front of people, or you have to talk to people, or put yourself out there, or show up online more, or show up in person, whatever. Like, your brain is not going to like it. So you're going to have feelings of discomfort. Bob Proctor calls this the terror barrier. And the first tip I have is to recognize that's going to happen, because if you can recognize it, you're better able to expect it, and you're better able to deal with it when it comes, and you won't think, oh, this is not the right time. Maybe this is not the right thing I should be doing. You will know, oh yeah, Regina told me this. This was going to happen. I was going to feel like I don't want to do this shit no more. Or maybe I'll just tweak it a little bit, or maybe tomorrow, right? And I had something else I wanted to talk about that eventually discomfort. Okay, maybe not. The second thing is you want to do some thought work. As you know, if you've been listening to me any amount of time, all of our feelings come from our thoughts about it. So, for example, meal planning. If you want to prep your meals so that you can lose weight or whatever health reasons you have, and insert any goal you have, then you have to think about the thoughts you have, and usually will become discomfort, or we feel discomfort, or we feel like not doing something, we feel like it's too much. We need to trace back that thought about it. So for instance, if I'm like, okay, I want to meal prep all my meals in the morning or once a week, right? If I'm feeling like, oh, I don't want to do this, this is overwhelming, I'm just not motivated, right? My thought may be something like, meal prepping is too hard. Meal prepping is impossible. Meal prepping is not for me, or this is stupid. Like, my thought is probably something like that, which is causing me to feel some kind of negative feeling around it. So when you're reaching some resistance around a goal or around doing something that you know that you want to do, that's a step you need to take to reach your goals, and you just aren't wanting to do it physically, mentally, emotionally, it's just too difficult for you, then maybe do some journaling around what is your thought about that circumstance. Because remember, everything in this world is neutral. It's our thoughts that we attach to those that create our feelings of positive or negative around those. So you want to do some thought work around it. And when you find that thought that you're having that's causing you, okay, so I think this is too much, and that's why I get overwhelmed when I'm getting ready to meal prep and I decide not to do it, then you want to think of a thought that can serve you. So this is for my health, or with time, this can be easier. It's possible for me to meal prep, 10 minutes a day. It only takes 10 minutes. Like, think of a thought. And even though you may not be 100% on board with that thought, you can rehearse it in your mind, because a thought can be believed if you continue over and over and get in vibration with it, especially if it's something you can kind of be like, okay, I can see that. So you want to do that's the second tip. The third one is plan. Definitely plan. If you're not planning ahead, you're planning to fail something. Y'all know what I'm trying to get at. Plan your day. Plan your goals. So with the meal prepping example, I'm going to put on my calendar what day I'm going to meal prep. I'm not going to wait until I feel like doing it. I'm going to put in my calendar what days I'm going to go to the gym. Like, on Sunday, I'm sitting down and I'm like planning out my week, right? And if y'all think that I am going to just be like, oh, it's Monday, cool, I'm about to hit the gym. Like, no, that's in the calendar already for me to do. So I'm looking, okay, I got this time on Monday, 3:00. Okay, I'm going to head over there then. I got this time on Wednesday, boom. Like, literally, this needs to be planned ahead, because you physically are not going to want to do it. And if you are going to leave your goals to you feeling like doing it, to you having this kind of self-motivation that's really bullshit after a while, it's not going to happen. You're not going to feel like it. Things are going to come up. Things are going to happen. Life is going to hit you like it does everybody else. So most definitely, any goal you have, you want to plan ahead for that. If you're trying to write a book, if you want to start a business, like, where on your schedule do you have in there, okay, business work, right? So Tuesday from 3 to 4, I'm working on my business. And don't just put that. What exactly are you doing? I'm going to create my business cards. I'm going to create my business email, or your goal is to meet more people. Okay, well then every day from 7 to 8 a.m. you may be on Facebook connecting with people. Like, and that's all you're doing. But you have to plan ahead. Like, if we don't have a plan, we're going to fail. Life is going to happen and get in the way. So that's the third tip. My fourth one, which is really, really important, and I feel like all of us can attest to doing this and seeing the results of it, is if you slip up, if things don't go as planned, if you fall off, whatever goal you have, really try to not judge yourself. When we judge ourselves, when we allow that inner voice, the inner critic to get in our heads, it doesn't really serve us. it actually makes us more down, more, shameful. We even more so don't feel like it because we're bringing our value. We are now attaching what we weren't able to complete or what we didn't do to our self-worth, to our value. When honestly, none of this is connected to your value. Like if you don't know this, your value can't be any better or any less. And that's everybody. You're born as valuable as you will ever be. No one can take that from you. No one can build that. Like you have infinite valuability. Is that a word? So, but when we judge ourselves, like you keep starting stopping this goal, you never gonna reach this goal. Why don't you just do this? Like all the shit we tell ourselves, like we literally just break ourselves down, which causes us to even more so not meet our goals. So you want to be kind. Like you literally want to be towards yourself as you would be to somebody else, as you know we should be to each other, right? You want to be kind to yourself. You want to have compassion for yourself. You definitely want to do it again, go for the goal again, which is my fifth tip is never let 2 days go by. I heard this from someone. It slipped when I was writing down my notes. I can't remember where I learned this. I didn't make that up. But if you slip one day in the gym, you just make sure it's not another day. As long as you always make sure there is never 2 days where you don't do what you said you're going to do, you'll always stay in the game, right? So you want to make sure that you aren't judging yourself. You're being kind and compassionate to yourself and also hold yourself accountable. So you're like, okay, well, I didn't go to the gym today. Like I said, we planned ahead, right? Because that was what? Tip 3. We planned ahead already. So we know on Wednesday we're going and we're going to make sure we go there. So I think that's all I have for you guys in this quick little live. If you have questions, please post them. I hope this was valuable. I think as we move into the spring with new weather, with this new just energy, it just always feels like a perfect time to start something new. And you can start something new at any time, but it just gives me vibes of like, yes, I'm going to do this. I'm ready. Like I got my garage together today. I got the front yard, our porch been a hot mess for months, right? But just feeling the energy and that wind and just feeling whatever that is, I'm like getting like in an hour, got all this stuff together and just was outside and I thought it was amazing. So I was prompted to come on here and share with you guys what I try to keep in mind when I start goals. And if you're struggling with a goal, if you're struggling to find what's inside of you that's causing you to not reach your goals, you start, you stop. Maybe you're close to just being like, fuck it. Maybe it's just overwhelming. Maybe you just need a space to get into your mind and really see, because we have the answers in us, right? Like God instilled all that you need already within you. And if you're struggling to find that, if you need a source, if you need to speak to somebody, if you feel like I need help managing my mind around these things that I've been wanting to do, that I know I'm capable of doing, but just haven't done, my inbox is open. Message me. We could talk about what that looks like. I would love to serve you and work with you. And I hope y'all have a beautiful Monday. We're about to be in these streets. We're going to hit up some park and have a nice evening. I love y'all. And thanks for tuning in.